Hello guys, welcome to the Bunch Show, a place where we discuss about finance, geopolitics and macros and everything that impacts your wallet. Today we are going to speak about tariffs. So what exactly are tariffs and how India and US are engaging in a tariff war? A recent tariff war between India and US has raised the serious questions on India's diplomacy, foreign policies and ties between India and US. So why is Trump so aggressive when it comes to India in terms of tariffs? What's driving his aggression? So let's first understand what exactly is tariff. So tariffs are the taxes imposed by the government on imports from other countries. So tariffs can be used as a controllers of imports and also can be used to protect our domestic industries from foreign competition. Trump has been pretty vocal about America First approach since he has assumed his office in early Jan 2025. He wants US companies to build in US. He wants US companies to export from US and also generate more employment for US citizens. Is it practically possible? I would say to some extent, because US is a capital intensive nation. Some goods geographically can't be produced in US. Some goods need more labors than capital. While US has an advantage on the capital side, the average monthly salary in US is around $5,900 for an ordinary laborer when compared to India, which falls around $300. That's almost a 20x increase from Indian prices. Now here's a question for you. Will your US counterpart be okay to work 14 to 15 hours a day with the same salary as you're getting paid? No, right? That's how industry works. India is a cheap labor when compared to US. President Donald Trump has been consistently asking Apple to bring back production from India to US.
We have Apple, as you know, it's coming in. And I had a little problem with Tim Cook yesterday. I said to him, Tim, you're my friend, I treated you very good. You're coming in with $500 billion, but now I hear you're building all over India. I don't want you building in India.
Is it possible to completely move the production from India to US? So now imagine the cost of iPhone 16 right now is around $800 and the cost of fully made American iPhone would fall around $3,500. That's almost 4x increase in the cost of iPhone 16. Would Apple be ready to take that hit in revenue? If Apple goes completely into US, starts manufacturing iPhones and sells it around $3,500, it will definitely take a hit in its sales. India accounts for almost 2.5% of total US imports, including textiles, shrimp, electronics, and agrochemical products. Trump also recently hit 50% tariffs on India, impact being companies like Walmart, Amazon have paused their shipments from India as they are not ready to bear the tariff cost as it raises the cost by 30% to the end consumer. Indian textile industry is going to suffer this huge loss in the short term. The ultimate question stands here is, who bears tariff? Is it the company who is selling the goods? Is it the foreign company that is importing the goods? Who pays tariffs? Most of them have no idea that who is paying tariff and what's going on. So is Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. He refrained from answering this question in the Congress.
Well, Congressman, if the exporters, it's like tariffs so much, why wouldn't they, if I think what you're trying to get me to say.
Did you remember the question? I'm not sure you did. Who pays tariffs?
It's a very complicated question.
Reclaiming my time. People pay tariffs.
There are certain commodities which also can't be produced in US. So one such product would be bananas. US is one of the largest consumers of bananas. So now imagine how foolish is this to just say that please produce more bananas in US rather than importing them, or else we are gonna tariff it. It's actually foolish to consider that because the climate in US is not suitable for the banana production. Will tariffs on other countries boost domestic businesses in US? Recent tariffs on China and India have also impacted domestic businesses in US.
The United States is the world's second largest exporter of textiles. It used to be first, employing 1.5 million workers, but now it employs only about 470,000.
India is also a big export country for us as well.
The tariffs being imposed by the Trump administration affect a textile business like Kona Labs, both in the cost of its raw products and, ironically, in its exports to places like China.
People are not placing orders because they're uncertain in terms of what the ultimate pricing is going to be.
While tariffs have been impacting both the countries, what's the perfect solution for this problem? Is reducing tariffs on US goods will be beneficial for India when it comes to the tariff war? So I would say no, because India is one of the growing economies and it's completely dependent on its MSMEs and domestic industries. MSMEs account almost 30% of India's GDP. If you're letting foreign companies to sell more in India, that would be a suicide for domestic industries. Take an example of US-based agro products which are desperately trying to make its entry into India, and India has been resisting it. Should India hit back US with the same amount of tariffs that it's imposing on India? This tariff is completely driven due to the BRICS alliance. So I would say it's not due to India is buying the Russian gas or Russian oil, or it's not because India is charging a similar amount of tariff rates on US. It's completely on BRICS nations. If you observe something, US has charged similar tariffs on Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. So all these countries are the part of BRICS alliance. India is not at a position to counter US right now because US military budget stands at $877 billion, which is more than China, Russia, Japan, UK, France, India and Brazil combined. So that's when you know, even if you have enough allies or military capabilities, it's practically impossible to beat US in the military game. The only way out here is, imagine you have a wild elephant that's crossing your path. It's baseless to counter that elephant because you're gonna lose at the end of the day. Best situation here is to step back and ensure that you're taking the right decision, that you're not even countering the elephant straight up to its face, and you're also thinking about people who are dependent on. The Indian government is definitely capable of taking the right path rather than imposing more tariffs on US. India should plan its moves strategically, which emphasizes on its neutral stance and also protects domestic Indian businesses. So that's all for my tariff video here. So I'm gonna speak about more such topics that actually impact the financial markets. So I'll be back with another video next time. Thank you for all your support. If you feel I have added enough value to your timeline and if you like the video, please share it with your friends. I'll be coming back with another video soon. Thank you.